Hey guys, Sikaal and Opheana here. How are you?
Today we want to talk to you about our Ascension Consciousness Reading. It's a tool and it's one of our Ascension Tools you'll find on our website, and we are offering it to assist people who can't have sessions with us, or even if you do have sessions with us, it's a great tool to have. You know, we use our guidance, our intuition, we connect in the three presences, ours with yours. We deeply connect in, and it's basically like the beginning of a session, and we read your energy and we get the information, and your presence talks to us, and we find out your Ascension Consciousness scales, so where your consciousness is. And it may sound judgmental, sort of, judging where you are on the scale. It's really not that. It's really just being aware of and being honest with where you're at. Okay, this is where we're at, and that can change. We're going to go more deeply into them in later videos. Your Ascension Consciousness level can change very quickly with your willingness, with awareness of where you need to shift, and that's why we're offering this. Some people can stay stuck at a consciousness level all their life. Other people, they move up, 200 points and they stay stuck there, because there's a ceiling of, not being able to break through the willingness level. And so we have found, and we were deeply guided, this wasn't something that we made up, this was deep guidance that we downloaded. So it's a key for Starseeds who are ready to really look at where they're at.
Yeah, and what it does is, in a very neat, clear, precise, quick way, it shows you where the different areas of your spiritual growth and your consciousness levels are at. So it doesn't go into the session type format that we do, but it's an easy way to learn a couple of the elements. One is, where are you on the Ascension Consciousness scale? And we are going to go into each of these elements later on, because each one of them is worth a video in itself. So the first one is the Ascension Consciousness level. The next is a series of levels of your willingness for your personality, your lower energy bodies, to align with the guidance from your spirit. The willingness to change, the willingness to let go, the willingness to merge with your presence. So allow yourself to become the vehicle, the vessel for spirit. And that percentage of willingness increases as you raise in consciousness. We look at love, light quotients. Do you want to say something about love and light quotients?
So, we look at the percentage up to 100% of how much love you have anchored, like, the high frequency love, not the old-fashioned type of love. How much love frequency have you grounded and anchored here on Earth? A lot of Starseeds, Lightworkers are really pretty up there, really pretty high level, up to 100%. A lot of the readings, we're getting from 90 to 100%. And the light is often lower, except for people who have moved through those phases of, say, what we call the guru complex area, which is around the 550 area, which is most people sort of get stuck at, because you need to anchor so much light, so much truth, that it's a big initiation to move through. So that takes a lot to get through that one, and that's another reason why we're offering this reading, because it just gives you some keys to just
So one of the other elements that we look into is what density, what band of consciousness is your soul, the soul in this particular vessel from. So that's a measurement as well, which will help you to just understand a little bit more about your mission and your journey.
So 4th, 5th, 6th density, which sort of realm have you brought with you from that sort of density into this
exactly.
mission?
And it's all for you to understand more about you, not to compare. It's not if you're from 5th, ooh, that's better than from 4th. If your consciousness level is higher, ooh, that's better than. No, it's for you. It's for you to know, where am I? What's my status quo? What have I moved through? And it's sort of a factual matter of understanding this very hard to grasp spiritual growth and spiritual development. Another thing that we'll go through is we tune into three main energies connected to you, like archangels or ascended masters that are connected to you on a daily basis in your daily council. We also look at what realms you're closely connected to as a starseed, you know. So that might be Venus or Mars or Andromeda or Arcturus and many, many, many others. We look at, what are some of the other elements we look at?
So your divine inner child. So for instance, you know, that we all need to stay connected with our inner child and to continue to play in life, and that's something that's wiped out very quickly early on. And so we connect with the percentage of your inner child to assist you to remember that most people's are low these days, unless you're a real fairy pixie type in this world. And you know, the ones that are just really, they just make you joyful when you see them playing around. They're pretty in contact with their inner child, but even so, it's still hard for them to really stay deeply connected through this life. The other thing is we test your masculine and feminine
energies.
Yeah, the divine union, how much you know, the feminine and the masculine and the balance between the two. It's really important to have that 50-50 beautiful balance within yourself, because then you can work in harmony.
Close to it. Whether you're in a male or female body, that's what you ultimately want to move towards. Sometimes males stay a little bit more in the masculine, females more in the feminine, but you want to be empowered in both realms.
Yes.
You know, that's an important one as well.
So another big one that we find to be really helpful for people is we test the percentage of recurrent energy leak.
Yeah.
And that can be cords, that can be them people being on your pillar. And what we mean by that is they sort of just jump on and go, I'll just be here with you, like a kid on a parent. You know, kids are on. Not on, but are connected
like they're
to
on your back, like you're carrying them partly with your energy.
But I just want to say the children are connected to the mother and the father's pillar until they're around 7, when they've anchored their own pillar, when their chakras are developed to a certain extent where they can really hold, and you can see that in children. And so the energy leakage can be where people are literally on your back, and it's very draining. And we have found people who are of very high frequency with a lot of compassion have areas where you can just be leaking 25% of your energy, sometimes up to 40% of your life force. So that's a key area as well.
And with that also the level of energy management that you are currently at, which is sort of low, medium, high to high. So there's sort of different categories of how well are you managing your energy, clearing your energy, protecting your energy, all that type of stuff.
Keeping it clean,
You get an idea of that as well. And these are just areas for you to know, well, where would it be good according to my spirit? Because remember, we sit in Trinity with your spirit in a temple, and we get this information. So this is not our mind or our just a little bit of testing. We sit with your presence, we do guidance and our testing and bring forth that information. So you'll know, already being as a starseed on a pretty high level of conscious, you'll know what are the next areas to focus on, which will really benefit me, my life, my creations, and my mission.
Yes.
That's great. Well, I think that's one of the main things we wanted to share. So it's an Ascension tool. It is there for you to use if you so wish. We love doing them. It's part of our mission. So if we can assist you in that way, let us know. I think that's the main thing for now.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Many, many blessings, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.